Good morning. Happy Easter. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming in here on Murder Church. Yes, indeedy. Sorry being a little bit late. About to rock and roll here. We're going into week 4 of this of this insane trial that we've been covering for the last 3 weeks. Joel Michael Guy Jr. dismembered his parents, and it is quite the trial so far. Graphic, trigger warnings all over the place. Thanks a lot. Coming at you guys.
Let's rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? What is happening? I didn't have a lot of stuff set up here, including the Murder Church opening. What is happening? Thanks for being in here. And it looks like the chat is also, the chat Botrix thing is not working. Let me make sure it's going. Woo! Happy Easter, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. Please hit that like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you're just hanging and banging, give it a share ski. Really helps us out. See if we can kick this thing in the butt and have it wake up here for us. Also can do this right here. A little refresh of the catch. Should be joining us soon. What's up, everybody? What is going on? Hope everybody had a great weekend. Like I said, we're going into week 4. My sound is on, isn't it? Yes. We're going into week 4 of this insane trial we've been covering. I'm seeing a lot of cool folks coming through here, hanging and banging early. Thanks for coming in here. Really appreciate it. Gamby's coming through. First of all, let me get the chat in here so we can all see what everyone is saying. We can all have a discussion, and I can pop it up and show it. Give me one moment here. There's the chat. There she is, popping in late. Botrix it comes in late for work every single day. Every day. Let's see. Hold on. Let me scroll back up here. I know Gamby's coming through hard this morning. Gamby's, boom. Happy Easter, everyone. Happy birthday, Coop. All right, Gamby's $9.99. Who's Coop? Whose birthday's Coop? Well, happy birthday, Coop. Let's go. Dynado420 coming through with $5. Gotta give to my amazing peeps. Happy Easter, y'all. Happy Easter, y'all. If I could talk, it's already, I haven't had my coffee. I'm very fresh here. But Dinah, always coming through. Absolutely amazing. And then we've got a baby. We got one in the oven. One bacon in the oven for our friend Jay, baby. Jay, what's going on, brother? Hope you had a great weekend also. Hope you're having a great Easter. I'm having a publicly buzzed baby, and then he came through right after that, because he's the fucking man, and gifted out a membership, and Jessica for Justice grabbed that son of a bitch, who is absolutely amazing, and she's probably got a live happening here a little bit later over on the website known as Kick. Oh, okay, Viv's husband, yeah, Coop, I did know that. Okay, nice. Well, happy birthday, Coop, if you're in here, and Viv, if you're in here, you're about to get some bells, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Totes hanging out. Charlotte hanging out from the future. Excited Utterance hanging out from the future. Amber hanging out. That's what I like to see, everybody hanging out this morning. Nice. There she is. There's Viv, just popping in to wish you a wonderful day. I'm not saying for the stream. It's Coop's birthday, and my daughter is home with us celebrating. Love you. Happy birthday, Coop. And everything I've seen from Coop, just in the very little that you've shown, he seems awesome. He seems like a really good dude. Happy birthday, man. And you've got a wonderful wife in Viv, so... And you've had some adult children that's out there doing the damn thing. That's not an easy thing to do. So pat yourself on the back, bud. That's awesome. Kaylin coming through here. Happy Easter. We're going, baby. We'll get some extra bells going. Extra bells. Whoever's up there, keep shaking them. Keep shaking the bells. We're going this morning, baby. I'm going to take a sip of very hot coffee. It just came off, so I'm going to trade for water real quick before you guys watch me burn the shit out of myself. Yeah, anybody that has not been keeping up with this trial, holy shit, it is something. Jersey Jen coming through. She ain't even done yet, baby. She's like, hey, wait a minute. Give me that motherfucking plate. Boom, and she just passed that thing to the left. $2 holler from Jersey Jen. Thank you so much, Jersey Jen, coming through here. Give you some motherfucking love. Oh, yeah. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. I'm a bad man. Love it. Love it. Adult children. It's that I say that because it's not easy to. That's why I don't have children, guys. Full disclosure, I could not handle the burden of making a baby that turns into a child, that turns into a teenager, that becomes an adult. I can't handle that much pressure of making that person become a decent human being. It's a lot, and it's not just me. It's not just on me. I think that's on the world. I think that's on the society that we live in. So anybody that is, including you, Jay, if you're molding and creating human children that are becoming fucking adults, that are going to be helping society and decent humans, woo! That's major. That's props to you right fucking now. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you like it is.
It's not easy out here. Not easy out here. Oh, Diana is going to come through, and also, and it's almost 420. Okay, it's almost 420. We're coming into that good month. Dinah do 420, and she just gifted out one to Debbie Blair. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I'm telling you like it is, baby.
Love it. ODB up in here. Little ODB. Pokemon hanging out. How are you? Even this perky without coffee, Steve. I'm usually comatose without it. I just now I'm becoming a coffee drinker. My whole life I've never drank coffee, but I don't know. This morning I am a little bit extra. Some mornings I'm not as perky. Friday night I was having we had a really good time, and I really enjoyed watching Twin Peaks Friday. But I was coming off basically 2 weeks of a lot of stuff, a lot of work going on, trying to get Gypsy right. And right now, knock on fucking wood, we're on the right track. I think we've got some movement going. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling it this morning, baby. Easter's done brought Stevie home. Let's go. Non-religiously. Excited utterance. My kid is turning out okay, and I have no clue how. See, there we go. That's how you know you're a good parent. You don't even know how you're a good parent, but you are a good parent. And that's from Australia. You, at any moment in time, they could be attacked by some wild bird just rolling up on them while they're riding their bicycles and take them off in the sky forever. They're never coming back. And then when they get dropped, probably somewhere else, they're going to have to fight a kangaroo after that. You live in a very dangerous spot of the world. Excited utterance. Uh-oh, let me look at my DMs real quick, Kaylin. I got you. Crime Spies is hanging out in here also. Love some Crime Spies. Another awesome content creator out here lurking. Hell yeah, Dizzy's in here. Baby. And I bet a 420 in Denver in Colorado is a real fun place. Stevie Irwin coming through here. What's up? Happy Easter, my friend. Let me check this real quick. I know got Kaylin sending me a little something. What's Kaylin got? Oh, wow. Whoa. Oh, man. She's having a fucking Easter party. Whoa. Holy shit. I don't want to just show this because you sent it to me privately, and I think that's your kid, but holy shit, this is a freaking party. That's how you do Easter, Kaylin. Holy crap. That was awesome. That was amazing. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see. Looking through here just real quick, making sure I'm not missing anything before we get over. We're about to start this thing up. We're going to go for a couple of hours here today. I don't really have a time period on it. I may be doing some stuff with some family a little bit later on, but I don't think it's going to really cut in and affect Murder Church here. But we'll kind of play this by ear and just kind of see how it's going. And yeah, we'll start rocking and rolling here. Holy shit. Hold on. Art with Viv coming through real quick before we get going. She's going to pass $20, baby. Passing the plate to the back and tippy-toeing on out. Art with Viv, thank you so much for coming through here this morning. I fucking love you. You are amazing. Again, happy birthday, Coop. And your kids, amazing. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful Easter and a day. Viv is awesome. Viv's absolutely amazing. Make sure you're following Art with Viv also. If you're just randomly passing through or lurking and don't know who she is, you probably do. But yes. They did. The Easter Bunny threw up all over the freaking house. It's crazy. All right, if he wants me to show you, I want to show this. This is pretty wild. Hold on. Give me a second. Put it in the full screen here. else. There we go. I want to make sure I got the sound on it. This is crazy. This is awesome. So I got to get my murder church. Boom. Boom in here. Hold on for 1 second. Yeah, check this out. Also, let me get the sound here for Kaylin. Again, happy Easter, Kaylin. Kaylin's always been fucking awesome.
All right, open your eyes.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Yeah, there's an Easter bunny. Just exploded in this kitchen. That's freaking awesome, Kaylin. That's cool. He's about to have a good day. Again, another good parent out here that's doing it the right way, doing the right stuff. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, guys, let's rock and roll. Let's keep going. Let's get in here. And, yeah, we'll see what the hell happens. Did that work? Hell, yes, it did. Nice. Yeah, sometimes those don't work, Jan. It kills me. But, hell, yeah, it looks like she actually woke up. Dan's doing good, Kaylin, as of yesterday. He was still had some random headaches going on. He's going to have to go to the doctor and see what's going on. He's had some bad migraine-type situations this last week or so. So he says it's happened to him in the past, like years ago, but it's been a long time. Cassie, my fiance, has bad headaches and gets really bad off, and it'll take her down bad. And so yeah, he needs to go see a doctor or something. It worries me. I don't like it. But yeah, we're gonna get in here, ladies and gentlemen. We're on video 12 of this Tennessee versus Guy. This is gonna be Officer Rachel Sadland, forensic examiner, taking the stand. This is an hour and 36 minutes. So we're going to be here a minute on this. Again, thanks everyone for hanging and banging. Let's go. Fix the chat. Oh, is this not hooked up? Oh, shit, my bad. I had that on Kaylin's thing. Sorry about that. That's my bad. Should double checked her. He hasn't said much yet.
Ex-witness.
Your Honor, Rachel
Roll in
Sandlin.
here.
Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in the case now on trial will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Help you God?
I do.
All right, please have a seat, and you may remove your mask once your seat.
Could you state your name for the record, please?
Officer Rachel Sandlin.
In November of 2016, were you working for the Sheriff's Office?
Yes, I was.
And were you assigned to the forensics unit?
Yes, I was.
And did you work the scene of the Guy homicides?
Yes, I did.
Can you briefly describe what you did in response to your call there?
I was one of the original responding forensic officers. I photographed several items in the scene, the scene throughout.
Just 1 second. Just need to get that a little bit closer.
Okay.
I've never seen the judge come in and fix it. The judge is like, I'm going to get over there and fix this mic myself.
The entirety of the scene, photographed the entirety of the scene, as well as several items of evidence throughout, assisted in collecting those items of evidence. And on that day, majority just that, but then responded several other days as well to continue collection of evidence and photographing.
And on November the 30th of 2016, did you have an opportunity to review some property that had been confiscated in the property division of the Sheriff's Office?
Yes.
And did you take photographs of articles that you inventoried at that time?
I did. In our forensic lab.
All right.
Sorry.
And did you go back to Golden View at a later date, December the 1st, 2016?
I did.
And what did you do when you were there on December the 1st?
On December the 1st, I responded to Cedar Bluff towing, as well as the scene back at Golden View. But as far as the scene at Golden View, I continued to photograph additional items in the scene, and continued to collect additional items of evidence from the scene.
On December the 3rd, 2016, did you visit a location on Hillside?
I did.
And can you tell the jury what you did when you went to that residence? Was that the residence of Michelle Dennison Tyler?
Yes.
Can you tell the jury what you did when you responded to her house?
On the day of arriving at the 3824 Hillside Terrace Lane, with Detectives McCord and Sanders, I photographed individuals at the residence, as well as photographing some items of evidence there.
Okay. Did
and
you
collected
also
DNA swabs.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Also collected DNA swabs from individuals at that residence.
Amber coming in hot.
All right. And then I want to direct your attention to December the 6th of 2016 and ask you if you further photographed evidence that was collected in property at the sheriff's office.
I did. I arrived at the property unit, the Knox County Detention Facility, the property unit.
2 months up in this motherfucker. Hell yeah. Excited utterance. Love that.
Additional items of evidence that had already been collected.
Okay. May I approach the witness? Officer Sandlin, I believe that you have I want to show you the next number.
526.
526. These are 11 photographs, and I would like you to look through those and tell me if you recognize those.
Section 525, we marked the other numbers.
Not missing out.
525.
512 to 525.
Are those yours?
Yes.
Okay.
Also going to send that name to Dan too.
That who was with you
that Imitrex injections just for him. I mean,
when you were
he's been suffering.
collecting these. When you were taking these photographs.
On which day? Oh, those
On
are
the
ones
28th.
From the 28th. The entirety of everyone who was with me, or just at?
Yes.
Okay.
To the best of your recollection.
Several people there that day. Officer Sandy Campbell, Sergeant Mackenzie Alleman, Detective McCord was there.
Is it fair to say that all of you were working together?
Yes.
And would you describe this as a simple scene or a complex scene?
Quite a complex scene.
All right. And could Your Honor please publish these photographs that she has identified as being her own?
In protection.
No, you're on.
The video, 565 for 70 minute post.
We're going to go through these very quickly, and just if you could just
525 should be the next round. We ended on 524.
Okay, I'm sorry, 525 through 536.
525 to what?
536.
Can you describe what is depicted in that photograph?
This would be the exterior view of the residence at 11434 Golden View Lane.
Next photo. And the next one?
This is an area directly to your left,
Morning,
entering
Donna.
the garage at that residence, sort of breakfast nook type area.
Okay. And were these articles taken into evidence and later inventoried?
Yes.
Next photo. Including the wallet and the wallets that you see.
Correct. Later inventoried and photographed.
And I want to ask you to please tell the jury what this photograph depicts.
This would be the stovetop display on the stove in the kitchen to the right of your entry in the, from the garage area. And it's just depicting the state of the stovetop and positions of the knobs and such as I arrived to it and photographed it initially.
The next photo. Does this
Same,
indicate that the stove is in operation when you were there?
Yes, there's on the previous photo there's the hot cooktop light, and then this is the other side of that, and appears to be in the on position.
Okay. And next photo. And could you describe what this photograph depicts?
This photograph is door that leads out to an exterior in the living room area.
Is there a space heater that's also depicted in this photo?
Yes, there to the right of the door.
Okay. And do you recall whether or not that space heater was operating when you first arrived on the scene?
I do not recall right off. I believe I have closer photographs of that space heater to determine.
Did you see animal waste or signs that, I hope it's animal waste, but did you see
There
signs
appeared to
of
be
animal
some
waste on
waste.
the carpet?
Yes, and I believe I have additional closer photographs of that. But yes, as you can kind of see in the photo there.
Next photo. And did you note the temperature? How did the house feel to you when you were there?
To me personally, it felt warm, but it is our standard practice to photograph temperature, and so on whatever installed thermometers and such, and I believe there were 2 in that area, or 1 in that area and 1 upstairs.
Okay.
But yeah.
And so you.
So that's our initial photograph of the scene before anything is.
Next photograph.
Yeah.
And is this another thermostat in the house?
Yes,
And what does the temperature read on that thermostat?
94 degrees.
Okay, next photograph.
Still just thinking back of that lady
Now,
walking
did you
through,
go
any of the cops
into,
walking through and
the upstairs area of the house?
taking
I did.
recording
There, and
in that kind of heat.
Did you
for
go
hours.
into what appeared to be a bedroom?
I did. Yes.
And is this your photograph?
Smells.
Yes.
And what does that depict?
A laptop computer lying on the bed in the open position as it was found.
And was that confiscated?
Yes.
Okay, next photograph. And can you describe what is depicted in this photograph?
This is in that same bedroom, the dresser area in that bedroom. Appear to be gloves, some cards that were later inventoried and photographed further.
And the jug to the left of the screen, what was that article?
That is the proper description.
Did you collect it?
We did, yes.
Next photograph.
It's up CH.
And this next photograph, does that depict a close-up of the cards that you photographed?
Yes, prior to collection. And then there's further photographs, lab photographs of them.
All right. And next photograph. Okay. Now, we're going to move on to...
Our projector is brought to you by the sun.
November 30th.
Perfect timing.
To the,
Son of a bitch!
okay, I'm going to start those. May I approach the witness?
Okay.
And where did we leave off? 536.
Next is 5:30.
Okay. And there are 12 photographs here.
29.
Yes. You need to identify those if you can. Are those yours?
Yes.
What was that last number, Judge?
537 through 549.
You'd ask to introduce these into evidence and to publish them.
Any objection? 537 through 549, you may publish.
Okay, what does this photograph depict?
The label that we've created in our system to track all of our evidence, and item number 9, a purse and contents, including money.
Okay. Next, and it indicates, if you could go back, just where it was found and...
Correct, yes. Location of recovery, officer recovered, date and time recovered.
Right, next photo. What does this depict?
That would be everything removed from the bag, just an overall photograph before photographing the contents in detail.
Okay, next photo.
Hold up. I've got to pause this whole thing just for 1 second. Fucking Totes. Phil I just now seen it. He posted this 53 minutes ago, but he made the sweetest fucking art for Murder Church. I have to show it right now. This is insane. This is unbelievable. This is crazy, dude. How fucking awesome is that? What the hell? Dude, that is sick as shit, man. That'd be a sweet ass shirt, bro. I love that. That is fucking awesome, man. Damn. Yeah, you just popped me hard with that one. That is fucking nice. Holy cow. While we're paused up here real quick, Donna Minner came through here. $4.99. Missed you all. Boom. And I think I got her name right. Tell me if I did. Tell me if I got it right for once. Hers messes with me more than any of them, I think. Donna, thank you so much. Love you. Happy Easter. Thank you for coming through here.
And what does this depict?
Just an overall view into the item before removing any items and photographing them in detail as well.
Next number. And this?
The wallet removed from the previous purse.
Okay, next number.
Checkbook opened up, just kind of an inside view of that checkbook.
Okay, next number.
Just a further spread out view of what exactly was in there.
And do those appear to be deposit
Yes, deposit tickets. Yes.
Forms? Next number.
Once those deposit tickets are removed, just an overall view of the checkbook there, viewing the last
next number.
Slip on there.
Did you actually find any checks in that wallet or in the checkbook?
Minner! Donna Minner, come to the party. Donna Minner, come to the party. Donna Minner, I said it right today. Donna Minner.
They would have been photographed had you
Yes.
found them, right? Okay.
I'm excited
can you
about
describe what this
I'm
photograph
excited about
is?
it.
An item of paper in the purse before
It only takes
removing
me
it to see further detail.
months to
Next
get
number?
names correct.
That same item of paper just laid out for a better photograph.
Okay.
It
You've got a
appears to
little-
be a grocery list, common
Okay.
grocery
You've got a
list.
screen there. Can you read what's on the grocery list?
Beer, bacon, sausage, Ben & Jerry's pistachio, dog snacks, Gain, OxyClean, and stain remover.
Okay. Next number.
A Walmart receipt
Okay.
from the purse.
Enlarge that.
Yeah.
And that was found in the purse. Is that correct?
Correct.
And can you read the date on that receipt
11/26/16.
Oh, wow.
and the timestamp?
12/18.
And where did that receipt originate? What store?
Walmart. It'll be Walmart at Parkside Drive.
Thank
In
you.
the Turkey Creek area.
Next number. And that's just a close-up of the same thing. Is
Correct. The date and time usually
number?
just.
Is that it? Okay. Now, if you can just leave the
Damn
lights down,
sinkholes.
Judge, because I've got several more that we're going to. And we left off at
549, 550 will be next.
Okay. I'm going to... You've had an opportunity to look at these before you came in to testify, is that right?
Yes.
So is it, can you authenticate these photographs as the ones that you took on November the 30th?
Yes.
It's a lot. It's a lot going on, Brooklyn.
Judge, we would ask you to publish these.
Any objection?
There you go.
Or receive it? How many were there?
Start with the next three, so that's going to be,
50.
okay.
Salvador. Yes, happy birthday, Brooklyn. Absolutely. She's had quite the week. Her birthday, happy birthday. Your mom's birthday, happy birthday. And now it's Easter. Happy Easter. Love it. You guys hunting some eggs today? Is anyone hunting eggs with their kids? Is that a thing that still happens?
And can you identify this?
I'd imagine that age stops at like 5 now, or 4 even, with the cell phones. Kids are gonna be like, what? I can virtually hunt eggs. Why the hell do I need to hunt eggs out here? Shit, we got a new member up in this son of a bitch, Salvador. Dolly Talk just come up in here to be a Buzzed and Confused member. Welcome in here.
Welcome to the party, pal.
This is gun country.
Hell yeah. Appreciate that. Get them beers in the chat and them probably nothing, some liquor
laptop
drinks.
Computer
Hell yeah.
collected from the scene
Okay.
on the 28th.
Next number.
The attached drive as depicted in the original scene photos as well.
Okay. And did you detect any reddish-brown staining on this article?
Yes, there appeared to be
Okay. Next
just a
number.
very small amount.
Is that a closer depiction?
Yes.
And that would be Exhibit 552.
Small
And
amount
so
of
we'll
blood
look
on
at
there.
553 next, and through 554. And can you describe what's depicted on this evidence sticker?
That would be item 92, as well as the general description of the item of evidence, of collection location, officer recovering, and date and time as well, and then location of recovery.
Okay, and is that location the guest bathroom in the red?
Phil, I don't know if you saw me. I showed that picture you posted, Phil. Wow. Wow, that blew me away. That's so freaking cool, dude. Like, that'd be a sweet poster or shirt or anything. Like, that was fucking awesome, man.
Residence?
Correct, the upstairs hallway bathroom.
Okay, next number.
That's how you
tell
do it,
the jury what
Pokemon.
this photograph depicts?
That sounds fun.
Just upon opening the bag itself, just a overall photograph of the contents inside before photographing anything in further detail.
Okay.
That's awesome.
And the next photograph is 555. And what does that photograph depict?
A container of red skin potato salad from the Walmart deli.
Okay, and again, that was found in the guest bathroom in the Walmart bag
Correct.
on the
yes.
on the kitchen, on the counter in the bathroom. Is that correct?
Correct. In the hallway bathroom. Yes.
Okay. Now I want to direct your attention to Exhibit 556, I think. And ask you if you can identify this.
Item 37, collected by Officer Campbell. Again, just an overall, like our description label
Okay,
with
where-
contents.
What are you,
These items.
what's the location of this?
So these items are in the foyer floor, the main entry to the home. Grocery items that were found there at that front door inside of the residence.
Okay. Next number, which would be 557. And what does that photograph depict?
Again, an open bag and then an overall view of the contents inside before.
real quick before I do leave, and this is fine. I mean, I'm not saying if you do eat this, this would be totally good and edible, and that's a decent, I'll say Oscar Mayer, it's a decent brand. But I cannot go into a store and purchase deli meat like that. I have to go and get that shit like freshly cut and choose which meat I want. Like, I can't just go and choose an Oscar Mayer and be happy about it. I'll be right back.
Any further photographs are taken.
And does that appear to be luncheon meat?
It does.
Okay.
It appears to be smoked turkey breast.
Direct your attention to the next photograph, which was 558. And was that also found in the foyer?
Correct, in the groceries. Sausage, Jimmy Dean sausage.
Could that also be described as a perishable item?
Yes.
The next number
as many
is
of the items were in the groceries.
559.
3 packs of bacon, again, amongst those grocery items in the foyer.
560.
Again, just an overall view of what is in that evidence bag before further detailed photographs. So,
561.
Appears to be Ben & Jerry's pistachio ice cream and Mayfield Brown Cow's ice cream. Again, perishable items found in the groceries.
Okay. And we'll go on to the next exhibit. And again, these are things that you photographed on November the 30th of 2016. Is that correct?
Yes, inside the forensic lab.
All right. So can you tell us what is depicted in exhibit 562?
It's a maroon backpack. I would have to find the exact item number on there, but just an overall view of that maroon backpack before any contents are photographed or removed.
And 563?
Just an open view of the front zipper pocket and the contents as they lay.
564?
Close up, just to depict that there is appears to be a calculator in that pocket.
565?
That calculator removed and an overall photograph of it.
566?
The calculator has removable cover, so that cover is removed, and just an overall view of that calculator.
Okay, 567?
An overall view of the larger pocket of the backpack, opened and photographed.
568?
Close-up view of what appears to be an instructional manual in the backpack for a residential gas water heater.
569?
Excuse me.
Let me turn that up right. Switched around. And is that just a part of the same document?
Yes, an anatomy of the gas water heater.
Okay. 570? Did you look for a date and timestamp on that?
Yes,
And what is
because
that?
it appears to be a printed out item. So we photographed that, or I photographed that. And that would be November 23rd, 2016 at 4:12 p.m.
All right. We want to go to 571.
Again, another overall view of the items within the larger pocket of the backpack.
Okay. And can you describe what you see in that photograph?
There were multiple books and a notebook with a pen.
All right. Going to go to 572. Can you describe what this photograph
This would be that
depicts?
black. Excuse me. This would be that black notebook from the large pocket of the backpack laid out. Excuse
Okay.
me. Just an open view of it and what appears to be the first item of content. Just a syllabus appears for a class, Madness in Medicine.
And is there a time, any way to distinguish the time for this under syllabus? Is there a date?
Yes, syllabus from fall 2016.
Okay, 573.
It appeared to be mathematic homework or math problems.
Okay.
Yeah, that is true. I think he had dropped out at this time, but yeah, he was trying to be a plastic surgeon for most of his adult life.
574.
Like a standard Scantron type sheet for test taking. And
575.
a blue book from a co-op bookstore in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Excuse me.
All right. 576. I'm going to turn that around.
These would be the items in the large pocket of the backpack laid out for display, since once you open it, there were multiple books and things. So everything from and the calculator from the front pocket, everything from the backpack laid out in an overall view to see the contents.
So that picture depicts the contents of the backpack.
Correct.
Okay. 577. Is that just a closer view?
Close up of
Was
the
it in his
umbrella and
backpack?
the calculator from the backpack and a couple of the books.
578.
A cord and mouse and a couple of the books from the backpack. Just again, some close-ups.
579.
Close-up of the notebook from the backpack.
Is that the notebook?
580.
All the details?
A content page of the notebook from the backpack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you increase the
Yeah, here we go. This is the details.
size on this, please? And you've got a screen.
More strychnine.
Would you
Welcome in. Happy
read
Easter,
from
bud.
your screen, please? What is depicted on this page of the photograph you took?
Yes. Get killing knives. Quick. Multiple. Get
Is that
carving.
quick, or is that
Quick.
QUI? Is that a C or is it an E?
Quiet. Yes, it could be. Yes. I'm sorry. It appears to be an ET. Yes. Multiple. Get carving knives to make small pieces. Get sledgehammer. Crush bones. Bring blender and food grinder. Grind meat.
Keep going.
Get bleach. Denature proteins. Get plastic bin for denaturation process.
Same, Jessica. I go to the store a lot of times with nothing. I'm just walking around blindly. I'm like, what do I need? And I get home, I'm like, fuck, yeah, this guy's got a detailed list of this murder, and I can't even make a list to go to the store correctly.
Keep going.
Does not matter where they're killed. Just get rid of bloody spots to prevent evidence of time of death, not the mattress or the couches. Get rid of bodies inside house. There and my DNA already there. And then there's a part that's scratched out. Open up doggy door to provide entryway.
Gotta
Can
have
you make
murder
out-
notes, right?
It appears he needs to be, and I can't make out that word, not intruder.
Next line.
Flush chunks down toilet, not garbage disposal. Get plastic sheeting for disposal process. And then the part that's crossed out, get hollow point bullets
He
just
gave up
in
before he got
case.
to basically any of them.
Will be seen buying bullets, just use computer room gun. Check to make sure there are bullets. Last resort. He's not alive to claim her half of the insurance, money, and then an arrow, all mine, 500,000. Covers.
You can just imagine him doing an evil laugh as soon as he wrote that. Money, all mine, 500,000. Oh, it'll be all mine. What a fucking moron!
Forensic evidence.
Jesus Christ. The
Turn
penguin.
heater
I'm
up
telling you, he's the
as high
fucking
as it
penguin.
goes. Speeds decomposition. Bleach reacts with luminol, just like blood. Douse area with bleach. Big sprayer. Lie. Trash compactor. Body gives time of death. And an arrow. Alibi. Don't have to get rid of body if there is no forensic evidence on the body. His fingerprints and DNA.
Okay. Next photograph would be 581, Exhibit 581. And if we could enlarge that and just read from the top, please.
Yes. Minimize things I touch throughout visit. Wear
Right.
gloves and socks to prevent fingerprints and footprints. Drop something down the garbage disposal to break it. Get him on
He's like, I'm just going to write a quick little journal. I just want to know where I'm at. I just want to get my head spaced right before I go to my parents this Thanksgiving weekend and dismember them. Good
the ground
Lord.
fixing it. Kill him
This
with
is the
knife.
wildest one. This is crazy, dude. We landed in an
Clean
absolute
up
wild
mess
one.
from him
A
before
total
she
accident.
gets home. Kill her with knife. There's a part that's crossed out. Kill dog after.
What's
And
written
then-
above that?
Leave alive. Can't read. Are you able to zoom in there?
Okay. And the,
It appears to be fingerprints.
okay.
And then take dog with you. I can't read the first word. Him with him is in parentheses.
Okay. The next line.
Place her in shower, and then with dog appears to be crossed out. Turn on hot water and point at her to get rid of forensics. Remove her clothes and take them with me for disposal. Place him in plastic bin and use it to get him into the upstairs bathroom. Cut off his arm and plant his flesh under her fingernails. Place her hand with his DNA so that his DNA is not washed away by the shower. Use sodium hydroxide to destroy his soft tissue and soften bones for transport. Baste once every hour to accelerate. Flush sodium hydroxide down the toilet. Wash out bin with handheld shower head and then direct hand.
Jay, did you see the opening statements on this one? Dude, his defense attorney's opening statements was basically saying to the jurors, hey, thanks for coming, guys. Really appreciate it. Glad you could spend this time with us. That was it. It was 2 minutes tops. The prosecutor's 58-minute going over all details deeply, and I looked down. It happened in real time while I was watching. I looked down. I was like, oh, we're going to, she's went a long time. How much time do we got left for the defense? It was like 2 minutes. I was like, what the fuck's about to happen here?
Held into toilet to
It was
flush
crazy.
everything out of the pipes and into the public waterway. Douse killing rooms, kitchen with bleach. Place hair curler with flammable paper and flammable containers of gasoline in 4 locations. His killing room, her killing room, his bathroom, her bathroom. Wipe down areas near killing rooms and bathrooms. Turn heaters up to 90 degrees to melt fingerprints and dry everything. Set her phone to send me a text message late Sunday to prove that I was in BR and she was alive, in quotation marks. Leave, and I can't read the word that's marked out, through front door and wipe down doorknobs. Timer for flammables set for Friday at 10 a.m. Sunlight masks fire, but not smoke. Everyone at work, so they can't report it.
I'm going to show you photograph
perfect plan.
582. And
The
ask
perfect
you
plan
to-
does exist.
Next one. If you could enlarge that, just read what is depicted in this photograph.
Ultraviolet light shows fingerprints. Check mail before leaving. To get rid of blood, use peroxide. And there's an arrow stating hemoglobin pointed at peroxide and bleach, and then an arrow DNA pointing at bleach.
Okay. And photograph 583.
It appears to be titled Destruction of Bodies, and then composition of body, 20% fat, 20% protein, 55% water, and 5% other compounds.
Okay. Could I have just a second, Judge?
Take it down.
Could you turn the lights up?
We're back from the sun, folks. Yeah, Hitler had a plan, right? Like,
Go ahead. We're ready. 584.
It appears to be titled Assets. Her
now we're on the moon.
Her life insurance, $500,000, possibly more, with double indemnity. With him
wrapped up like a douche. This motherfucker. He's a douchebag.
missing/dead, I get the whole thing.
Nothing.
All her other assets are joint. Go to him if missing, unknown if he is dead. His assets includes all joint property if missing. When he gets all joint property, also gets joint debt. Knoxville house, homeowner's insurance, possibly but probably worthless after fire. Owe $100,000. The Sir Gowensville house, appraised at $400,000 plus, worthless with Renee on property. Excuse me. Her car, his SUV, and that seems to be bracketed, not paid for. His boat, his old truck, and that seems to be bracketed with paid for. His 401k, $80,000, possibly less after. Zoom in on that word.
Can you zoom in?
Taxes.
Could it be taxes?
It very well could be, yes.
Okay. And the next line?
He could possibly have savings and/or investment accounts.
Okay. So the next exhibit would be 585. I'm sorry, next number. What's that? Oh, okay. Oh, that was, okay. Next. Okay. Okay, find the folder for, if I could have just a second, Judge.
Oh, she's got a sweet badge on. Look at that. It's a good one. I'm telling you, the shirt badges don't cut it for me. All right, you pull me over in a shirt badge and a patch, I'm gonna ask for your supervisor. I'm gonna be like, listen, bud, I don't know what's going on right now, but that's not a legit badge, fellow.
Now, Officer Sandlin, you were at Golden View on November the 28th and in the subsequent days. And based upon what you just read, did you find evidence at the scene that corresponded with things that were noted in that writing?
Yes.
And did you think about that when you were doing this inventory search and when you discovered this notebook?
Yes, the backpack was collected as is, and then later, obviously, photographed in the lab. And upon reading the things in that backpack, they corresponded to several of the items that were collected by us
and
throughout the
observed
house.
by you.
Yes, observed and collected.
Okay.
Correct. Yes,
Now,
as well observe the temperatures and such that photographs.
Okay. Now I want to direct your attention to the next days, which would be December the 1st, 2016. And I'm going to show you Exhibit 586.
I think 585.
Is it 585? Oh, because that was the same one. That's right. Okay, 585. And ask you if you can identify this.
This is a photograph of the fireplace in the living room area at the Golden View address.
Do you know? What will go on? Oh, it doesn't matter. And was there a reason that you took a picture of this?
Upon returning to the house after, this is the...
Well, let me show you the next photograph, which would be
Okay.
Exhibit 586. And
So just an overall view, then the fireplace before observing any sort of its condition.
okay, were you aware whether or not the pilot light was on when officers first went into the scene?
I am not aware.
Okay. And the next number would be 587. And what is that a photograph of?
That is the water heater. It is in the upstairs area in one of the bedrooms in a closet.
Now, on December the 1st, did you have an opportunity to go to Cedar Bluff Towing?
I did.
And what was the purpose of that visit?
That was to photograph a red Kia Sportage bearing Tennessee tag King 1898 Union.
And did you know that to be Lisa Guy's vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. And
He said that he was in Baton Rouge. That's about it.
if I could publish Exhibit 588, is that right, Judge? I always get...
Yes, you're right.
Oh, no.
And what
It's
is
a
this
really
5
punchable face.
Exhibit
Such a
588
punchable
depict?
face.
Just an overall view of said vehicle.
Okay. And Exhibit 589?
An open door view of the driver and passenger seat.
Just describe it. I mean, what is your process when you're photographing a car? What do you do?
I photograph the entire. I walk around the vehicle and
No
photograph
emotion.
the entirety of the exterior of the vehicle.
Emotionless, man.
And then opening each door and just kind of photographing an overall view of the inside of the vehicle from each angle of the doors, the condition of the vehicle, what items may be in the vehicle, just an overall views before doing a more thorough photograph of them.
And so that's the front interior of Lisa Guy's vehicle.
Correct.
Okay.
The driver's seat.
And so Exhibit 590, if you could describe what this photograph depicts.
That would be the rear interior of the
This is
same
making me
vehicle.
realize I
And
need to
Exhibit
clean my car.
591.
Items in the floorboard of the vehicle.
Okay. And did you collect those items? Did you look through them?
Look through them, which
The
would
bag?
be depicted in photographs. Yeah. Yes.
Let me show you Exhibit 592.
So receipts from those items.
So did you find those receipts inside the bags that was in the rear interior of Lisa Guy's car?
Yes.
Okay. And if we could enlarge these a bit, and Officer Sandlin, could you note we get that large enough, can you note, they're from PetSmart, is that right?
Correct.
Was that
at
also
the-
on Parkside area?
Move up to the top there. Yes.
Okay. All right. And down at the bottom, if you could just note the dates and the times. The first, let's start with the one on the left.
November 26, 2016 at 11:26 a.m.
Okay. And to the right.
November 26, 2016 at 11:23 a.m.
So she appears to have made a couple of purchases just a few minutes apart. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Now, on December 3rd, I believe you said that you went to Michelle Dennison Tyler's house. Is that correct?
The 3824 Hillside Terrace Lane. Yes, correct.
And did you take photographs there?
I did.
And you've seen these photographs, is that right? Which is
Correct. Yes.
I showed you these two. So I think we're at exhibit 593, and I want to show you exhibit 593 and ask you if you recognize these photographs that were taken on, if you can describe what's in these photographs that were taken on December the 3rd of 2016.
This would be just an overall facial photo of Michelle Dennison Tyler.
Okay. And exhibit 594.
I also photographed her children, so this is just an overall facial view.
One of her children?
Yes.
And exhibit 595.
Again, an overall facial view of one of her children.
Exhibit 596.
And a third overall facial view of one of her children.
Okay. And exhibit 597.
An overall facial view of her, I believe he was her boyfriend at the time.
Okay. And exhibit 598.
An overall view of several items at the residence on Hillside Terrace Lane.
Okay. And exhibit 599.
A more in-depth photograph of some of those items.
That's some of the, I don't know if they are, like the Grateful Dead bears. I don't know if they are. Have you guys ever seen those? There's a shit ton in the room next to me that Cassie has. These little Grateful Dead bears. They go for pretty good. Speaking of Jay, they go for pretty good on eBay. I've once had these things sold. All of them. Had them all on eBay. Ready to rock and roll. She was like, I'm going to get rid of these. Going to finally be able to, get rid of these sentimental bears that I've had for so long. She made an eBay account and bought them herself. Bought them off of me so they wouldn't. Do
those appear to be toys?
Yes.
Next exhibit number is
600.
I can't.
And
I'm
if you
really
would-
good at math.
Those are Beanie
I
Babies.
couldn't count any. And can you describe what this photograph depicts?
that would be the tote opened up and a view of the toys inside.
Okay. Do those appear to be Beanie Babies?
They do.
Company? Okay.
Correct.
Classic Beanie Babies. Those two probably go for a shitload.
Now,
Go through some rare
should
ones.
be a folder that says Totes.
We should all put our Beanie
And on-
Babies and bears together and see how much money we can get together and make a commune. Like, let's take this son of a bitch over, baby. How did you build this? On Beanie Babies and Grateful Dead bears.
December the 6th, 2016.
That shit goes for loot, though.
Did you photograph the plastic
Never mind. Jay crushed that
Sterlite
dream.
totes that have been introduced into evidence in this case?
I did.
And
Yes.
some cans, gas cans.
Correct.
Lakota.
And I'm going to show you exhibits 601. And can you describe the contents of this?
A photograph of one of the totes that had been previously collected from the Golden View address. A photograph of it at property.
Okay, exhibit 602.
The label attached to the aforementioned tote.
Okay, and does that contain a barcode on it?
It does.
All right. Exhibit 603.
Another view of that same label.
Okay. Also a barcode.
Correct.
Exhibit 604.
A zoomed in photograph of the barcode and staining on the label.
Okay. Exhibit 605.
Another sticker attached to the tote.
Okay. Is there a reason you took that photo?
Just to document anything that is on the tote.
Okay. Exhibit 607.
I'm
I'm sorry. 606.
The wheels on the tote as appear to be depicted in the sticker attached to the tote.
Okay. Exhibit 607.
A label seen through the, it's a bio bag that's on top of that.
Okay.
And a zoomed in photograph of the barcode.
Okay. Next number 608. Same.
Yeah, a zoomed out view of the entire label.
Okay. Exhibit 609. Or is it 609?
Photograph of a gas can.
All right. And can you zoom in on the number of were you present when these, or did you have an opportunity to observe where these gas cans were when they were first seen at the Golden View address?
At the original scene, yes.
Okay. Where were they? Do you remember seeing them in the garage?
Yes, I didn't know if you wanted a specific,
Okay.
very specific location as the collection.
And is this a number that was placed by someone with the sheriff's office to?
I do not know.
You don't know? You didn't number it?
I did not.
Okay. But does that number depict number 1?
It does.
Okay. So I'll show you exhibit 610,
It appears to be number 2.
number 2, and exhibit 611. Sorry, keep going. Go to the next number. And if you could zoom
It
in.
appears to be number 3 on that one at the top.
Okay. All right. And do you recall whether or not all of 3 of these tubs were 5-gallon tubs? Did they appear to be similar in size and labeling?
They do appear.
Okay. All right. May I approach the court reporter? Okay, in addition to taking photographs of these various items and on various dates and times, did you also collect evidence?
I did.
I want to try to start with things that you collected on the 28th. I want to direct your attention to November the 28th. Can I have permission to move freely? Absolutely. Unless I... Right, I just want to show you a
those
couple
bags.
of things. Officer Sandlin and...
Anybody's grandparents ever call those things pokes? Poke bags? Give me one of them poke bags. One of those type of, like a paper bag you'd get at a grocery store. I'll take a poke bag, please. I don't know what it means, but I've really only heard my grandpa say it, so hold on. I'm going to Google it and see.
I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification.
Hold on. It's an Appalachian thing. Appalachian through the eyes. A poke equals a paper. Hold on. Equals a paper bag. Yeah, I remember he used to say that. A poke equals a paper bag. I'm sure all of you know what a poke is. It's a paper bag. I still hear old timers use the word poke in my neck of the woods, and a few not so old timers. Example, get you a poke off the porch there and go pick up a mess of beans. Yep, that's how my grandma would talk. To take home with you. You need a mess of beans. Not many stores use paper bags these days, but when one comes my way, I hoard it like a precious jewel. Whoever thought I'd grow up to see pokes as a priceless commodity? The deer hunter hates those flimsy plastic bags because they tear so easily. I know you can take your own reusable bags to the store. A lot of people do that now, right? They buy their own stuff for recyclable reasons, and the ones that you can buy and go to, what's that one store? Aldi's. But somehow I'm not that on top of things. At least the stores here do have a recycling bin for when your collection of plastic bags begin to take over, which you always throw them under the sink, right? When we use pokes to cover textbooks, I remember that too, actually. To start fires, to wrap gifts, to line the paths of the garden as a weed deterrent. Wow. To carry things from one place to another. And as you can see from a photo, sometimes we use them to conceal ourselves in public. I remember the pokes.
Exhibit 612 and ask you if you can.
You need a mess of beans to take with you, Jay?
Can you describe what this is?
Yes, this would be for us collection item number 51, collected by myself at the Golden View address. Item C at the landing at the top of the stairs. It is one Cook Messer stainless kitchen knife.
Okay, can you open that and briefly publish it to the judge? And do you remember other articles that were located around this knife?
Yes.
And can you describe while you're opening that, can you describe what those other articles are or were?
There were several items of clothing and chemical items as well.
Okay. Was the clothing, can you describe the condition of the clothing?
It's going to take a while to get in this box.
It had staining, multiple. It was there was a pile of clothing that was actually atop the knife. The clothes had staining, as well as several what appeared to be cut marks on the clothing.
And did you notice the condition of the carpet that was around the clothing and where this knife was found? Can you describe the condition of the carpet?
I did. It also appeared to have staining.
I don't want you to pick that up, but if you could just stand up and stand where I am and kind of give the jury an idea of the size and shape of this knife.
Damn. It's a big old butcher knife. I think it's a butcher knife.
Okay. We would move 612 into evidence. I guess I should have done that before I published.
612. Also, there were no objections to those earlier photographs. I'm going to show that all the photos you're showing up from our end as well, too. That goes back to 585 all the way through 611.
And 613 for identification, if you could describe what is depicted on the outside of this packaging.
This would be item 52, also recovered by myself. And it's for us was labeled item D, also at the landing at the top of the stairs in the same area. It is 2 empty containers of number 2 sewer line cleaner. The marketed weight is 6 pounds, 8 ounces.
And were there actually 4 of those containers?
There were.
And
Correct.
was there also a container of Robic drain cleaner with them?
Correct. Yes, there was.
So can the state moves 613 into evidence, Judge, and we would ask that she be allowed to show the jury the contents of the bag.
Well, I don't see why the hell not, says the judge.
I'm telling you like it is, baby.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Oh man, I shot Marvin in the face.
Why the fuck you do that? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Just chillin'.
Just chill.
Just chillin'. Respect my house.
I'm in love with a stripper. She dive and she rollin'. Amber is the color of your energy.
Whoa.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Dan's a fantastic man.
Dan's a fantastic man.
Dan's a fantastic man.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, wait. I always forget about this one.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. They were doing some of that ASMR TikTok stuff before it was popular back here. That was probably still popular in 2020. It's been a minute. People have been doing that, but it's super popular. People love that shit.
Containers were empty, is that correct?
Correct.
So I next would like to show you what has been marked for identification as Exhibit 614 and ask you if you can describe what is depicted on the packaging.
This is collection item 74, collected by myself at the Golden View address. It was marked as item T. Location is the master bathroom. And it's cut off here, but I believe it's the right sink. And the evidence is 1 emerald large kitchen knife.
All right. You would move this Exhibit 614 into evidence, Judge, and ask that we be permitted to publish it.
Without objection, this is 14 you may dismiss.
And again, this was found in the master bathroom, in the sink.
Master bathroom and the right sink.
The knife. I remember the picture of that knife just chilling there. He left that placed perfectly for the police to find. This guy's smart.
Where the bodies were found.
Correct.
This is a smart guy. I don't know if you guys know that or not.
Thank you. I'm not going to ask you, well, I am going to ask you to open this at some point, but first let me show you what has been marked for identification as Exhibit 615 and ask you to describe the packaging label.
This is
It's all
item
coming back,
collection
baby.
item number
It's
61,
all
collected by
coming back.
myself
Appalachian folk were just taken from the French folk. They're like, you know what?
at the Golden View address. Item K in the master bedroom floor, and it is 1 unopened Pure Health Discounts certified 35 food grade hydrogen peroxide.
And we would move
For real. For real. And he's putting a lot of pressure on those things, too. What the hell?
So this is full, is that right?
Correct.
And it's just one of those many articles left in the floor of the master bed.
Correct, at the foot of the bed.
And there were 3 of these, is that correct?
In that area,
2 or 3?
I believe so. Excuse me.
It's going to be item number 61, so can you look to see how many
Yes.
of those?
Item 61 was that. Item 62 was another of the same. And item 63 was another of the same, and also 2 glass dropper bottles. So 3 total.
3 total of those. Okay.
Correct, in that area, yes.
All right. Now I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification as Exhibit 616 and ask you if you can you recognize this packaging and can you describe it to the jury?
This is item I in the master bedroom floor. It is 1 unopened gallon jug of liquid fire drain opener, collected by myself.
Okay. And we would move this into evidence and ask that she be permitted to publish it, Judge?
Objection will be 616.
Heavy, isn't it? Again, this is a drain line opener.
Correct.
I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification as Exhibit 617 and ask you if you can, do you recognize the package? Can you describe?
This is item W that we would have labeled and collected, collected by myself on the guest dresser, or on the dresser in the guest bedroom. It is 1 box of opened VWR medium nitrile gloves.
We would ask to introduce this into evidence, Judge, and publish it to the jury.
Objection will be 617.
And again, that's found on the dresser in the guest room.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification purposes as Exhibit 618 and ask you if you can describe what's depicted on the outside of this packaging.
This is item AA in the closet in the guest bedroom, collected by myself. An unopened package of Clorox brand gloves.
So this is in the closet,
Correct, of the guest bedroom.
okay? May we introduce this and publish it, Joe?
Objection you may.
for identification as Exhibit 619 and ask you if you recognize this and can you describe what the package is?
This is item X from the dresser in the guest bedroom, collected by myself. It is an opened Pure Health Discounts certified 35 food grade hydrogen peroxide bottle.
May we introduce this into evidence and publish it to the jury, please?
Might be a cult. It might be a cult. Welcome to the cult of Buzzed.
And again, this was open.
Correct.
And when you first viewed this article of evidence on the 28th of November, did you observe any particular type of staining on it?
Yes. There was reddish brown staining, and it is marked with a biohazard sticker to denote the possible presence of biological fluids. So it would be this area.
So the photograph from that time probably would depict its condition in a better shape than
Yes.
it. Okay.
It has since been processed for fingerprints, so
Make it a show and tell here.
Pass you exhibit for identification 620 and ask you if you can describe the contents of this.
This is item W for the dresser in the guest bedroom, and it is 6 miscellaneous cards collected by
Yeah,
myself.
The mic is brutal.
Can we introduce this into evidence and publish it for the jury?
Not objection to me.
Yeah, for real. Could you imagine the smells of just...
Okay, may I have?
Probably the easiest one.
So does the first card appear, can you read to the jury what it is?
It's a U.S. Bank's Perks Plus Visa signature card
mic's fine.
belonging to Joel M. Guy.
All right. And this next card,
It is a Home Projects Visa card belonging to Joel Guy.
the next card,
A SunTrust Gold MasterCard belonging to Joel M. Guy.
the next one,
A Platinum National Rifle Association Visa belonging to Joel M. Guy.
this next one,
A Discover It card belonging to Joel M. Guy Sr.
is there a signature line on the back?
There is.
So that's what the signature line says.
That'd be gross.
Okay.
That'd be
And
rough.
this, next one,
It is a Bank of America, Bank AmeriCard, excuse me, Cash Rewards MasterCard belonging to Joel M. Guy.
thank you. All right, I'm going to show you, it's been marked for identification as Exhibit 621 and ask you if you recognize its packaging. Can you describe it?
Yes, this is item Z in the guest bedroom floor, collected by myself. 1 blue disposable glove.
We don't need to look at that. Is it similar to the latex gloves that we've seen in the
Yes.
photographs? May we introduce this into evidence, Judge? I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification as Exhibit 622 and ask you if you can describe the sticker on this. Do you recognize it?
Yes, this is item AA, labeled as item AA. The closet guest bedroom is the location. It's 2 plastic Walmart bags with Bayco work light.
We would move this into evidence, Judge. I'm not going to ask to publish it. The jury can. But again, this was found in the closet, right?
Correct, in the guest bedroom closet.
I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification as Exhibit 623 and ask you if you can identify that.
These are 2 pill bottles from the guest bedroom dresser collected by myself on December 2nd.
Is that December 2nd? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of out of order, but this wasn't on the 28th. This is when you went back.
Correct. That's what the time didn't say.
We would have moved this into evidence, Judge, and asked to publish them.
Without objection to 622.
And again, these were found where?
On the guest bedroom dresser.
God. Be on packaging for days in this trial.
So if you could just read the name and address on if there's a prescription label on any of them.
This one is omega-3 acid capsules, and
Capsules.
the prescribing information is Joel Guy, 5075 Nicholson Drive, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
That one is from Baton Rouge.
Correct.
Is the other one identified?
It does not have a label.
All right. Is there anything else in there?
I'm sorry, in these? Or, no.
Put those back.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification as Exhibit 624 and ask you if you can identify that.
This is labeled for us as item CC on the bookcase in the guest bedroom. It is 4 prescription bottles, Joel M. Guy, and 1 prescription bottle for Lisa Guy.
We would move these into evidence and ask that we be allowed to publish them.
Without objection to 622.
Read, please, the identifying information on the prescription bottles as to each one.
Yes. This is prescribed to a Joel M. Guy with the address of 11434 Golden View Lane and is ciprofloxacin.
So it's a Knoxville address.
Correct.
Okay, and the next bottle?
This is also prescribed to a Joel M. Guy, 11434 Golden View Lane, Knoxville.
The next one?
Prescribed to a Joel M. Guy, 11434 Golden View Lane, Knoxville.
The next one?
Prescribed to a Joel M. Guy, 11434 Golden View Lane, Knoxville.
And the next one?
And this one is prescribed to a Lisa Guy, 11434 Golden View Lane, Knoxville.
And these again were found in the guest bedroom.
On the
bookshelf.
bookcase, yes.
Can put those back in. going to show you next what's been marked for identification as Exhibit 625 and ask you if you can describe the contents of this exhibit.
This is from the closet in the guest bedroom, and it is Pure Health Discount Certified 35 food grade hydrogen peroxide.
Okay, so was this we're going to move this into evidence, Judge, and ask to...
Without objection, it's entered at 625.
So do you recall whether or not this was an open container or a closed container?
I do not recall.
Let's go ahead and open it.
Okay.
Then. But again, it was found in the guest bedroom closet. Is that correct?
Correct.
I know, she did say that weird. Capsules. Capsules.
Leaking, isn't it?
Yes.
Judge, under the circumstances, we'll, I don't know what to do with a piece of evidence that's...
Is it leaking out of?
No, it's not leaking.
Not out of this outer bag.
We'll just,
We might want to put that aside, I think.
yeah, we'll re-secure it later.
Did it appear to be unopened, though, Officer Sandlin?
It appears to be in its sealed bag within the exterior bag, so yes, it appears to be unopened.
Okay. Found in the closet in the master bedroom. I'm sorry, guest bedroom.
Correct, the guest bedroom closet.
Okay, I'm going to show you what is next marked as Exhibit 626 and ask you if you can describe the contents of this exhibit.
This is for us, item 154. It is one Walmart receipt. And the location of recovery is from the Walmart bag of trash. The label's cut off. 1 minute. From the Walmart bag of trash beside guest bed / guest bedroom.
We would ask to introduce this into evidence, Judge, and to publish it.
Objection on 626 to be published.
Just want you to read the date. She can just read it.
And it is a Walmart receipt. The date is November 24th, 2016 at 6:19.
Is that military time?
It appears that it
Does it have an A or a P next to it?
it does not. It appears that it's probably military time.
Is it, read the digits out loud, please.
06:19:41.
In your experience as a law enforcement officer, is that typically how military time is depicted? So 6:19 in the morning.
Yes, in my
Okay.
experience.
That's fine, you can put that back.
Do we have a location on that one?
This is the Walmart at Parkside Drive.
And again, this was found in the trash in the guest bathroom, correct?
It is from the Walmart bag of trash beside the guest bed in the guest bedroom.
Is anything else legible in terms of what was purchased?
The prices and item numbers, but the actual description of the item numbers are a bit hard to read at this point.
Very well. Okay, I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification as exhibit number 627 and ask you if you can describe what is depicted on that exhibit.
This for us would have been item 155. It is a Toastmaster timer, model 12-925, serial number 1617080. The location of recovery was from the garage wall outlet.
And we would move that into evidence, Judge, and ask that it be published.
Further objection, be 627.
And that is a timer.
Yes, it has instructions on the back. It is a timer device with a plug-in.
In the garage, found in the garage.
Correct.
Did you find any other timers in the house? No. Or did you observe any?
I believe there was a sealed one in the.
Sealed one?
I believe.
I'm back, baby. Still a lot of the same, I see.
In the item 60 amongst the hose.
All right. Now, next, I'm going to turn your attention to what has been marked for identification as Exhibit 628. And I know we've just seen photographs of this, but I would ask you if you can identify it as being the same backpack that was depicted in the photographs we just saw.
Yes.
Judge, we would ask to move this into evidence and to publish the contents of it.
Not for the objection. It might be a good time before we do that to go ahead and take a break. We've been going a little over an hour, 15 minutes, folks. Probably a little bit slightly longer than that. Let's go ahead and take a recess. We'll come back and hear further proof from this witness. Do not discuss this case among yourselves or with anyone else. You can leave notebooks and chairs. Please go with the officer. Back, folks. Ms. Andrews is just pointing out to me an error that I made. My math is not any better than general osseosis, and I don't know. I said 537 through 549 for a group of photos. There weren't 12, there were actually 11. So we labeled the last one 549, and it goes through 547, then it skips 548 because there was another one in there. So there actually is no exhibit 548. So I'm just going to explain that to the jury.
I want to bring the weight on that.
Okay.
I think I put it in print, and I was going to wait till after
Okay.
the weight.
Okay.
Sound is. I don't think that's me.
So who would do that? Wait.
Yeah, that's
I think
fine.
something in print.
We can.
And
No, it's them.
the assets page.
Terrible.
Okay.
That's where the numbers are. And
Okay. That's fine. We can figure that out at the end of the day. I hope.
How are we doing here, folks?
All right, John, ready? Ready, Mr. Stevens, Mr.
Man,
Austin.
that snow in the background's terrible.
All right, everyone, you may be seated. Just take away the call, jury. That's why the call. Welcome back, folks. We're ready to resume the officer's testimony. You understand you're still under oath?
Yes, sir.
All right, John, you may continue.
Judge, I believe we did introduce 628 into evidence.
It is the backpack and the content.
Yes. So I don't want to go through all of the contents, but is it fair to say that there were a number of books inside the backpack?
Yes.
And I would like for you to look at these 4 books and look at the, and see if these are 4 of the books that were in the backpack and depicted in your photographs.
Yes, they are.
And if you could open the cover page, please, and just stand up and publish to the jury and ask, I'm going to ask you if there's a name written on the inside of the book.
There is.
And what is that name?
Joel Guy.
And would you do that with the title page of each of these books, please?
Yes.
First one was All Quiet on the Western Front. The next one is
Hollywood Goes to War, How Politics, Profits, and Propaganda Shaped World War II Movies.
Is there a name on the title page of that?
There is. Joel Guy.
And the third book?
This is Profiles in Power, Elizabeth I. And on the inside cover, Joel Guy.
And the fourth one?
Also, Profiles in Power, Churchill. And on the inside cover, Joel Guy.
I was trying to figure out what that reflection was in my glasses. Like, I don't usually have a reflection, but it's the coffee. It's glaring me.
Okay, now, you know, as
Worked hard on not giving a fucking
part
reflection.
of this backpack, we saw and discussed a notebook.
Correct.
Correct. And at some point, did you submit this notebook for testing with the TBI?
I did.
And, that why
Yeah,
it's in
strange, right? Like,
the package for.
Correct.
I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification as Exhibit 629 and ask you if you can discuss if you recognize the sticker on the exhibit.
Yes, so the sticker is the same as the sticker from the maroon backpack, with the items marked out to denote that this is indeed the spiral notebook with writing that was removed from the aforementioned maroon backpack.
You can publish this. Take it out.
Separated for testing for TV.
the notebook. I'm sure he's still never come to terms with how he's been caught. He's probably like, "Hal, it was perfect." Except for the, quitting a quarter of the way through. I'm going to get my hands fixed. And not really thinking about any of my other parts of my plan. Like, he could have still done the mom's text going off to where it would have been like, "Oh yeah, he's..." Calling into work wasn't even a part of the plan, so... And that's probably what he missed there, right? He wasn't thinking someone would be like, "Oh, this lady that's never missed a day of work all of a sudden is not here. Let's get a wellness check going."
Now, I would next like to draw your attention to Exhibit.
It just felt like he thought he had so much time
Ask you if you
to do so much work
recognize this and if you can discuss this package.
as a feeble little fuckface, as a troll, as a penguin from the movie Batman Stand-In. And that's no offense to Danny DeVito. It's props to the makeup artist of the movie.
The location of recovery is the guest bedroom floor next to the bed. Is one navy blue suitcase with staining and multiple items of clothing and one brown USMC sheath.
It's a nice backpack.
We would move this into evidence. I've been asked to publish it in the content section.
Actually, might be just a legit luggage. Yeah, not bad. That's a nice backpack.
Yes, sir.
Some nice luggage.
And put it over here. Yeah. It'd be easier to move it on.
There's some staining.
Let's just go through and see this. Does that appear to be a knife sheath?
Yes.
And are there articles of clothing in here?
Multiple items of clothing.
Can you look at the underpants and describe the brand name?
A pair of Banana Republic gray briefs.
Was there a note also inside the suitcase?
There was a excuse me, a post-it photographed on
Uh-oh.
scene within the front pocket for Dan Bordeaux's Ace Hardware,
I wonder what his
4767
lover
Highway
thinks,
1,
huh?
Napoleon,
He's dating a
Louisiana,
murderer.
70390.
With a murderer. I can't even imagine this guy would
written
get with
with
anyone. Man,
Ruto,
female, anyone.
6.5 pound
Animals,
sewer line cleaner
anyone.
for $19.99.
Is that the name of the empty tubs that we found and introduced into evidence previously?
I believe they were similar.
This lady came to work today,
It's
sadly.
a similar
All right,
product.
this one's almost done. We'll see what's next. I want to see the length on
Sewer
it.
line cleaner.
Correct.
Okay. Now, I want to show you what has been marked for identification purposes as Exhibit 631 through 635, and ask you if you can identify this packaging.
Yes. So for us, these were items 247, 248, 249, 250, and 251. And these are the location of recovery for all of these items is the 3824 Hillside Terrace Lane address. And they are buccal swabs from Michelle Dennison
Buccal
and
swabs.
the juvenile children, and a William Napier.
Okay, and can you describe just briefly what we'll ask to move those into evidence and
Oh my god, another chug of water.
were those
Almost
submitted to
slightly
the
more
TBI?
normal. It's still weird to go the way he started it out. Ugh, water. I still think he's a fucking alien.
These were not.
Everything's strange to this dude.
Just describe what a buccal swab is.
A buccal swab is we open up a sterile set of cotton swabs and swab inside the cheek area, the buccal area, to collect a DNA sample if needed for testing. Or
And were those collected because they were present on Thanksgiving at the Golden View address?
correct.
If I could have just a moment, I think Thank you.
Cross-examination?
Yes, absolutely, sir.
No questions.
Thank you. You are
Big
excused,
surprise.
officer. Next
Thank you.
What's next? What's the length of the next one? 26 minutes. We'll do that. And this lady's back. I like this lady. This lady rules. Sandy Campbell. Officer Sandy Campbell and Officer Edward Wassman. Officer Campbell is recalled to the stand for the third time. Digital forensic examiner Officer Edward Wassman gives his testimony. 26 minutes. Let's bang out another one here. Yeah, this lady is super cool. She's interesting. I like her. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Appreciate it. We'll do a quick stinger real quick. Anyway, I appreciate everyone for hanging out this morning. Murder Church happening on an Easter Sunday. We doing it, baby. Oh, my God. Third time for the bells. We getting wild. We are actually getting wild.
I'm telling you like it is, baby.
Everyone, thank you again. I appreciate it. Share it out if you hadn't. Hit that like if you hadn't. That really helps us out here in the background of Publicly Buzzed. And if you are just lurking, we love some lurkers as well. Thank you for just hanging and banging with us this morning. I'm going to hit a stinger, and we're going to keep rolling here. Boom.
Yes, sir.
Officer Campbell, sorry to ask you to come back in now.
Okay.
I want to ask you, in the course of your evidence collection, did you have cause to confiscate one pair of universal scissors from the upstairs hallway?
Yes, I believe so. I can verify with the property list. There was a lot of evidence.
Item
in this
number
case.
54.
Yes, sir. I did collect those.
Sure, you must have been marked as State's Exhibit 636 for identification. Ask you if you recognize that box.
Yes, sir. It's the box that contains the scissors that were at the top of the stairs.
And those scissors that you confiscated?
Yes, sir.
We move that into evidence and ask if you could publish those scissors.
Any objection?
Well, if I've ever seen somebody be called back so many times in one trial. It's three times.
Thank you, sir.
Is this the wildest trial that's ever happened in East Tennessee and in Knoxville, Tennessee, around that area, the immediate area? I'm not talking into deep Tennessee cities, even down into Nashville and stuff like that, which is super far away from this area. Like this is not that far from me. This is pretty barbaric and wild.
Are you sure? Thank you, officer. You really can't leave this guy.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know what the joke
Next
is.
witness,
But...
please.
You call Eddie Watson? Officer Eddie Watson.
Wait, what? That was it?
Tell us your name,
Alright.
sir.
What the fuck?
Officer
We
Edward
get-
Blossman,
And by whom are you employed?
Knox County Sheriff's Office.
In what capacity?
I'm a digital forensic examiner.
And if you would, describe to the members of the jury what that entails.
We examine digital evidence found on computers, cell phones, SD cards, USB drives, zeros and ones.
Okay. And what type of training have you undergone in order to be qualified for that position?
I have a list.
Okay.
It's about 3 pages.
Have you been to specific academies or trainings that focus on forensic examination of electronic devices?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and kind of describe some of the training you've undergone in that case.
I've been through NW3C training with identifying and seizing electronic evidence. Also through several ICAC trainings. U.S. Secret Service has sent me to training several times for several different types of digital forensics, both with computers, cell phones, digital evidence, advanced forensics. It's an extensive list.
Okay. Let me, just one more.
No, they're not good with time management at all. Like I was like, what? Crazy.
And sir, I want to talk to you, well, first of all, how long have you been employed with the Sheriff's Department?
Since 2003,
Okay.
May 5th, 2003.
And how long of your career, in terms of years, have been dedicated to forensic work?
Since 2011.
And I want to talk to you about 2016, November. Did you have cause to respond to 11434 Golden View Lane here in Knox County?
Yes, sir. I was contacted to respond to that address. I want to think it was about 10 o'clock that evening.
Okay. And what was the basis of your response, sir?
What was the date?
The basis of you responding. Why did you go there?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand.
Why did you go to the address?
Oh, I was told that there was a laptop on the bed that needed to be recovered.
Okay. And did you in fact recover a laptop from a bed?
Yes, it was. It was a Surface Pro that was found in the center bedroom at the upstairs level.
And did the Surface Pro have any attachments that were attached to it when you arrived on scene?
When I arrived, there was one hard drive attached to the USB port on the left side of it.
First, we'll start with what's been pre-marked as State's Exhibit 637, sir. I'm going to ask you if you recognize the package.
Yes, sir.
And if you would, tell us what's inside that package.
The Microsoft Surface Pro, serial number 034150161654.
And based on your investigation, is that the same Microsoft Surface Pro that you took from a middle bedroom in the upstairs as you described it?
Yes, sir.
And at this point, we move that in as State's Exhibit 637.
Without further objection, it'll be 637.
I asked to have that published if I could.
You bet.
Give a knife. Give a knife.
Well, of course, I've got my trusty pocket knife right here, bud.
Sir.
Joel gets up. Yeah, I've got a knife. He's going to town on that gun, though.
Hold that up and show it to the members of the jury.
This is a laptop.
You mentioned that at the time you took possession of that laptop, it had a device attached to it. What was that, sir?
This is a black passport hard drive, USB.
Was it black, sir?
I believe so, if memory serves.
Do you want to refer to your notes?
I would have to at that point. It was either.
Get my notes out here real quick, bud.
I don't have those with my notes right here.
He does seem
Sorry, it was
like
either black
very
or silver.
pleased with himself. That was the right wording.
Hand you what's been pre-marked as State's Exhibit
He's downright giddy.
638, sir, and ask you if you recognize that.
I think I've been preparing for this day my whole life.
Yes, sir.
And what is in that package, sir?
To Western Digital, my Passport Ultra, white, external hard drive, serial number Whiskey, X-ray, Zebra, 1 David, 1 6, Lincoln, Charlie, Zebra, 6, Union.
Did that refresh your memory, excuse me, as to what color the drive was?
Yes, yes, sir.
At this point, Your Honor, we'd move that in as State's Exhibit 638.
Without further objection, it'll be 638. Again, folks, at this point, 637 and 638 are the physical objects, the Surface Pro itself and the hard drive. At this point, you have not heard any electronic data from those. So when you're looking at 637 and 638, you can only look at the object itself. You can't plug them up and see what the contents are.
Thanks, sir. And if you could put that back in the bag for me. With regard to exhibits 637 and 638, tell us what safeguards you put in place in order to transport that laptop.
When I arrived on the scene, the concern was who the laptop belonged to. It was running, it was unlocked, sitting in the middle of the bed. From looking at the laptop, I immediately noticed an application running at the bottom right-hand corner near the time in a place we call the sys tray. It's S-Y-S-T-R-A-Y, sys tray. And it was a Samsung application. I hovered the mouse over that application and it showed me a Gmail address that was connected to that application. And the Gmail address was joelguy00@gmail.com.
Did you physically take possession of the laptop at that point?
Sir?
Did you physically take possession of the laptop at that point?
Yes, sir.
And before you collected other things, did you want to keep the laptop on?
We noticed that the laptop was running BitLocker on the hard drive.
And if you would explain to the jury what BitLocker is, what does that mean to you as a forensic technician who deals with electronics?
BitLocker is a Microsoft security tool that keeps anyone that doesn't know a password to the BitLocker encryption from looking at the hard drive. So effectively, if I don't know the password to that BitLocker encryption, I cannot look at the hard drive. And this, at the point we saw it on the bed, it was unlocked, which means I could look at the hard drive at that time. But if the computer restarted or if the hard drive was disconnected, I would no longer be able to see the data on the drive without the password. So it was very critical to us to keep the hard drive and computer running and stable, get it back to the lab to await extraction.
Okay. And when you say to await extraction, explain what you mean by that, sir.
We started the extraction on the laptop and the hard drive, and during that process, the computer restarted. It blue screened. If you've heard of blue screen of death, it got an error which caused the computer to restart. When it rebooted, the computer was challenging for a password or facial recognition, and the hard drive was bit locked. There was no way to look at the data on that drive.
So
without the BitLocker password.
Okay, so based on the computer being bit locked without a password, were you ever able to conduct a forensic examination on the Microsoft Surface Pro?
We have not been able to bypass that security as of yet.
Okay. And did you also collect a desktop computer from 11434 Golden View Lane?
Yes, sir. That was a few days later. We returned back to collect additional items, and the desktop was part of those additional items I collected.
And where was the desktop computer located within the residence?
It was downstairs in the den, adjacent to the, or on the side of the family room area.
Okay. And was
you walk into the family room, it was on the right side in the corner.
Okay. Was it operational and was it on? Or?
It was powered off at the time.
Folks, with what's been pre-marked as State's Exhibit 639, sir, for ID, and ask you if you recognize this.
Yes, sir.
If you would, tell us what that is.
This is a Dell Inspiron desktop computer. Serial number 7. Q as in Queen. H as in Henry. 0. B as in Bravo. K as in Kilo. 1.
And we do that in the State's Exhibit 639.
Additional protection will be 639. Again, it's just the physical item that's in evidence, not any electronic information.
Okay, with regard to Exhibit 639, the Dell desktop computer, were you able to bring that back to the property unit, sir?
Yes, sir.
And were you able to ultimately conduct a forensic examination on that computer?
Yes, I was. We performed a bit-by-bit extraction on the hard drive.
And did you find anything on the computer close in time to November the 28th, 2016 that was relevant to your investigation?
Yes, sir. We found
I don't know if I've ever seen anyone chew gum quite like this. Like, he's like randomly chews it, talks, coherently, listens when they're speaking to him, gets a chew in, gets another chew in, he gets a couple of chews in.
On a 11.
And then sometimes he's chewing while he's talking at the same time.
26.
Which is quite impressive. What the hell?
2016 at 12:15 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time, 7 USB devices were connected at the same time to this computer, which seemed to be a significant event. There was a...
And if you would, let me kind of follow up on that. How do you go about determining how many USB drives are connected to a computer at any given time or have been?
There are registry entries that Windows keeps up with. Every time you plug a USB drive into a computer, it makes an entry about that USB drive with information about the USB component, drive, camera, phone, whatever it might be that plugs into it. And all of these had this entry put into the registry at the same time.
Okay.
There was a Google search discovered for sodium percarbonate on 11/27/2016 at 8:05 a.m. Eastern Time. Following up on that, my investigation, I discovered sodium percarbonate is the active ingredient in OxyClean.
And again, that was November the 27th.
11/27/2016, yes, sir, at 8:05 a.m. Eastern
Can't
Standard.
not pay attention to that now.
Okay. And any other relevant information that you uncovered?
And he does big
on the
chews,
desktop
like
computer.
big
discovered
ones.
on 11/27/2016 at 10:49 a.m. Eastern Time. Capital One artifacts were discovered in the history, the browser history. Deposit transfer confirmation, deposit transfer validation, account summary, services login, and online banking, Capital One 360.
Okay.
All these artifacts were found again at 11/27/2016 at 10:49 a.m.
And November the 27th.
Sir.
Chews 3, 4. Big chew there at the end. Got a big
Physical hard drives from
chew
the
out of it.
Dell Inspiron
I
desktop.
think it's got to be just like tasteless if it's
Yes,
gum
sir.
inside.
I
don't
collected
even know
a
how
lot of
nicotine
different
gum
drives
works.
and,
Like,
and different loose
I'm sure it loses
items
its
from
potency
that
also,
address.
but it's just got to be
How many approach you?
nothingness by this time. We don't know what's gum. It's just a piece of steak. It's one of those pieces of steak that you just can't quite get it. It's got a piece of fat in there, and you eventually got to give up.
640, sir, for
He's like,
identification.
no, never. This is from last night. You think I'm giving up on this? Hell no. I ain't giving up on this. Who the hell do you think I
This
am?
is a Dell Inspiron. Oh no, the tag is wrong. I'm afraid this is a Fujitsu hard drive.
Something that you copied from 11/4/34 going into
I believe it was in a laptop. If I remember correctly, if memory serves. Okay. Yes, there was, see here, it was in a laptop computer. If memory serves, it was found in the laptop computer in the den inside of a laptop bag.
We include that in this State's Exhibit 640.
Yeah.
640, again, it's just the physical item, it's not actually the electronic copy. You're looking for the pink cell phone?
I have that. I'm looking for the one that I designed.
was introduced through Tom Finch, so it should be several.
Sheet.
First, sir, I'm going to approach and show you what's been previously entered into evidence as State's Exhibit 474, and ask you if you recognize that package, sir.
It was a Samsung Galaxy S5 cell phone.
And is that one of the phones that you examined in this case?
Can I open this?
Yes, please.
It's brutal, dude.
Yes, sir. I recognize this.
Okay, and did you give that a title in your investigation?
Yes, sir. We labeled it evidence number PD02. portable device.
We labeled it number P. Diddy! You ever find it? I haven't kept up with the news on that this weekend.
Next, I'm going to hand you what's been previously entered into evidence as states of 355, unless you can recognize that.
I'm gonna unplug the mic.
Yes, sir.
And what is that?
This is a Samsung cell phone with pink case.
And is that one of the devices that you conducted a forensic examination on?
Yes, it is.
Okay, you can put that back.
Labeled this PD01.
Jessica was on this one live today. She's been having a
Tell us,
meltdown on here.
what you did in order to conduct an examination on PD01
Just
and
melted in her chair.
PD02 being a black Samsung and a Samsung enclosed in a pink case.
We performed an analysis on both devices.
And what do you do when you perform an analysis on a cell phone in particular?
We have
I
several
like a New
different
York
methods that
strip.
we use.
I went through a phase of my life where I just want a New York strip. Here as later in my life, and as I've gotten better and I know a little bit more about grilling, I love grilling a ribeye. Go get one right now. Yeah, but earlier, just real quick, there are different experiences between how you get your steak cooked, between just how it chews. You know, if you get something more on the medium side, it's going to be a lot chewier. If you get something on the well done side, you get a little bit more crisp in there, and it's a little bit tougher, which Cassie likes. I can eat it still like that too, but I prefer a little bit of a softer, I guess is what you would maybe say. That doesn't seem right, but I love a medium well ribeye grilled up. Starting to get warm too, baby. We're entering that season.
Using this
I'm going to do a live stream of me grilling one day.
method, we utilized a physical examination. Physical examination is, again, a bit-by-bit copy, an exact copy of everything that's found on the phone. And we were fortunate to be able to do that because that then provides us with all the information on the phone, including any deleted information, any tower information, or anything else that might not otherwise be found on a cell phone.
Okay, so starting with PD01, did you find anything relevant close in time to November the 28th?
I always end it with, and we died, and someone died, and someone nearly died. That's true.
2016.
I found on PD01.
And for the record, would that be the phone in the pink case?
One with the pink case. There was a few text messages between the owner of the device and Joel Michael asking, text me when you leave tomorrow. Be careful, love you. And then the respond will do. And then on that was on 11/22/2016 at 7:56 p.m. Then on 11/23/2016 at 11:45, there's a text message from Joel Michael to this device that said just left. And the response to that at 12:25:03 p.m. was, "K, be careful." I found at 10:07 a.m. on, I'm sorry, I got my date wrong there. Sorry, on 11/25/2016 at 4:03. The last visited website on that device. After that time, no more websites were looked at in the web history.
And again, this is the phone with the pink case.
This is the one with the pink case, correct?
Okay. And the last website visit was on the 25th?
Yes, 11/25. at 4:03 p.m. Also on 11:25 at 5:12 p.m. Eastern Standard was the last tower update where the phone had spoke to the tower, and that was every time a tower changes, the phone had a log of those changes. That last tower update was at on 11/25/2016 at 5:12.
Okay. Now, with regard to PD2 being the Samsung Galaxy in the black case, did you find anything relevant on or near November 28th, 2016?
Yes, on 11/27, November 27th, 2016 at 9:38 a.m., there was an inbound text message from the number 872265. And it was read, and the message was U.S. Bank alerts, card not present alert. Your card, 5773, was charged $2,051.03 at Bursar Operations. To opt out, text stop. There was one following behind that at 9:40. I'm sorry, I'm reading these backwards. That was at 9:41 and 29 seconds. There was one just before that at 9:40 and 2 seconds. U.S. Bank alerts, card not present alert. Your card, 5773, was charged $1,589.78 at Bursar Operations. To opt out, text stop. And then just before that one, on 11/27/2016 at 9:38 and 26 seconds a.m., there was a red text message that said, U.S. Bank alerts, card not present alert. Your card, 5773, was charged $1,025 at Bursar Operations. To opt out, text stop. That was the last of those were the three text messages that I noted.
And those text messages came in on what date, sir?
Bursar Operations, when I looked into that, I found that that belongs to LSU. So that Capital One alerting individual that LSU, the money was transferred to LSU through that credit card number.
Okay. And what date were those text messages?
I'm sorry, what?
What date were those text messages? What date did they come in?
The date of those text messages was November 27th, 2016.
I'll pass the witness, Sean.
Nothing. Oh, he's got a question, jeez. Joel's like, we haven't really said or done anything. I've watched trials on TV. Usually they do something. He's like, oh my God, there's 9 seconds left of this video, dude.
No question.
Thank you, sir. You may step down.
Thank you.
We had no defense questions today at all. This trial is crazy, dude. What do we got on the next one? Hour 6. An hour 6. I'm gonna tap out on that one because we are gonna be doing a little bit of family stuff today. I'm gonna go get ready. Wow, awesome day here in the church. Easter Sunday, the first Easter here at Murder Church. Really appreciate it. Next week we'll be starting with Detective Jeremy McCord, who responded to the house during the second welfare check, takes the stand. We're up to number 14. Still got probably even a few weeks left, honestly. I probably misrepresented that last time by saying 2 or 3, honestly. Because some of them are longer than others. Like today, we only got through 2 videos. So, and it's been here 2.5 hours. Had a good morning. Everyone coming through and chatting today. Love you guys. Thank you all so much. I've been hyped up even before the coffee. The coffee got me into even a different level. And you guys have been hilarious this morning during an absolutely horrific trial. I love that we can still, have humor here, honestly, because this stuff is pretty barbaric and insane. I think that's the only way to really kind of take it and get through a lot of this stuff, quite frankly. Later today, here in a moment, actually, I believe here pretty soon, Jessica for Justice is going to be going live on her Kick channel. Let me get her link in here real quick. She's going to be playing Love After Lockup. I think she does that pretty much every Sunday. And yeah, you're going to want to get in there and enjoy enjoying the festivities. Boom, there is the link. If you don't have Kick, it's easy to get. If you're on your phone, iPhone, Android, whatever, go to the App Store, type in Kick, type in Jessica for Justice, type in Publicly Buzzed while you're there. We pretty much go live there every Friday night for Frill Fridays now. Have a lot of fun, a lot of good time. Jersey Jen, love you. Mandy, love you. You guys are fucking awesome. Miss Deanna, thank you all so much. Charlotte coming through here from the future. Chino, new names coming through here. Old names, lurkers coming through here. Love you guys so much. Everyone enjoy Easter. If you have family time coming up, if you have church stuff, whatever, you probably don't have actual church stuff. You just had this church, right? But wherever you're at, I don't know. Enjoy it. Enjoy it how you will. If you're hunting eggs, have a good time. One thing I miss about Easter now is after the eggs, you get to eat them, right? You get to eat the hard-boiled eggs. I guess I just need to do that part myself now. Maybe just paint them up. Dynado 420, thank you. Jessica for Justice again. Pokemon, love you guys. Next time you will see me will be Tuesday night, probably about 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's the usual, unless something happens. This stream is going to take you into Jay's stream tomorrow, which it looks like he's going to be looking at some interview footage with, I believe it's Lori Daybell on here. Let me look at that thumbnail again. I had him popped up here. Maybe Lori and Chad. It says the Valo Daybell body cam police interview. So yeah, it's going to be a mixture of Chad and Lori. So make sure when you get in there, hit that like. Hit it up. I'll probably be in the chat if I can. I've been really busy here lately. It's once it gets into this season, especially at work, I'm pumping them, baby. And yeah, again, love you guys. Thank y'all so fucking much. Happy Easter. Let's go. Let's go. I will see you Tuesday night. I'll see you in the morning in the chats. Love you guys. Boo!